Hello, and welcome to another episode of This, That, and the Other. And football is upon us. At least the regular season is a week away. Last week of the preseason games, talking about USFL making a comeback in 2022, also the XFL as well. And I'm going to talk about a football league that existed back in it was 1989, 1990 called Minor League Football Systems. It was a nationwide minor league football league, and the brief effort was to develop a nationwide semi-pro football league for the NFL. That never materialized. The league did not pay their players. The players got local jobs to make ends meet, and a handful of ex-NFL players like quarterback Rusty Hilger of the Detroit Lions and defensive lineman Ben Rudolph, played in that league. There were also some coaches that were NFL coaches. Ex NFL coach Walt Michaels of the New York Jets coached the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Club. Darrell Rogers, Detroit Lions, ran Oklahoma City, and Lou Saban of the old Buffalo Bills coached, and Boston Patriots coached the Middle Georgia Heat Wave. Only Rogers made it to the end of the season. Kind of interesting. League came apart at the seams during the second season during the summer of 1990. Teams in Colorado Springs and Tacoma folded midway through the season schedule. The planned 12 regular season schedule was reduced to 10 weeks. They did have a championship. Charlotte Barons defeated the Pueblo Crusaders 24-18 in the league's championship game September 29, 1990. The league folded quietly after that in months that followed. Now here's a program from that one of the games I went to. Very small program. It's kind of like a high school program, like the older high school programs. Not smaller than what a high school program would be like today. But there was a roster in here and some statistics of other teams as well, who they had played. Yeah, there's league standings right here. They played at Stallnaker Stadium in Fairfax, Virginia, at Fairfax High School. It's the Colorado Springs football team roster. Colorado Springs Spirit. I believe, if I remember right, the Colorado Springs had green jerseys with silver helmets. If I'm not mistaken. The Virginia Storm, they were wearing white jerseys, and they were wearing the old white helmets like the Chargers wear today. Teams in the league were the Bay State Titans, California Outlaws, Charlotte Barons, Colorado Springs Spirit. Charlotte Barons had the best record that year. They went undefeated, and they finally lost in the playoffs to somebody. First year in. We got the Florida Renegades, Fresno Bandits, Harrisburg Patriots, Hayward Outlaws, Middle Georgia Heat Wave, Oklahoma City Twisters, Pocono Mountaineers, Pueblo Crusaders, St. Louis Riverboat Gamblers, San Jose Bandits, Scranton Wilkes-Barre Stallions, Seattle Express, Tacoma Express, and of course the Virginia Storm. But yes, that league only lasted 2 years, and I don't know if the Virginia Storm was in the second season or not. Can't remember, but I did that year go to a couple of games, and I couldn't find out much on that league. There are a handful of videos. I think maybe the championship game on YouTube. And with that being said, that's all I was able to find on minor league football systems. Kind of interesting. A lot of various minor leagues come out, and they don't last long. They run out of money, and I don't know how. Then I saw they couldn't afford to pay their players, and they really couldn't afford to update the programs either. I got another program with the next game I went to. I went to one against Pocono also, and basically it was the same program. Still had the Colorado Springs roster in it, and it had a ditto mimeographed page that was a roster of the Pocono Mountaineers football team, and I don't know how they came up with the money to be able to transport these players from places like Seattle to here. I have no idea. I don't know if they actually did they actually play Seattle that year. Let me see what their schedule was. Who they played. Kind of it'd be interesting to see who they played in that season. They played at Harrisonburg, then they played St. Louis, then at St. Louis and at New Jersey. So they traveled there. I'm sorry, it was at Harrisonburg. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. They played St. Louis at home, played New Jersey at home, at Charlotte, at Pocono, Colorado Springs at home. So Colorado Springs had to do the traveling. At San Jose, that was a probably longest trip. Then they hosted Harrisburg, played at Florida, hosted Pocono, and hosted Charlotte. So that was their schedule from July 30th to October 14th. So it was basically a summer league, summer football league, and that's basically what I was able to find out on the minor league football systems, which wasn't much. As always, like, subscribe, share. As always, thanks for watching.